I'm alive. Barely, but I'm alive. Hey, welcome to the stream. Don't be afraid to talk. Let me know who you are, where you're at. Not exactly where you're at, roughly. State, country, something like that. Work. I don't need to know if you're in the bathroom. You can keep that part to yourself. Usually takes a little bit for the talkers to start rolling in. So if you're new here, you'll see my screen changing colors like that. It has to do with my camera and lights. See, I can move my hands. It'll change. All right. My mom's watching. That's a plus. She's always been supportive. Well, there's about a 2-year period. She probably wasn't real supportive of what I was doing. And she shouldn't have been. No good mother would be. So maybe one of those times where I just talk. Okay. Ignore the message on my cup. Because you're not talking. So, hey, what's up, Spec? Congratulations, buddy. I hope you knock it out of the park and crush it. I haven't had so much luck with it, but then I really haven't tried. I tried in the beginning. When it didn't take off, I was like, Every now and then I check on it to make sure it's still there. But yeah, dude. Hope you kill it. Man, that camera looks way above my head. Don't touch me, Bob. Okay, camera. Freshly showered. Went to work. Came home, ate. Went and mowed. Ran an errand. Came home, showered. Made my big ass cup of coffee. Talked to my daughter for a few minutes. And now I'm here. Talking to y'all. I'm trying to get some of my TikTok peeps to come over here. The cool ones, not everybody. Because there's a lot of TikTokers I don't like. But there's a lot that I do. So Spec, you're just gaming over there, right? That's what all your content is? Wow, look at you, man. That's good. Yeah, I've got a YouTube payout coming up. I didn't make any money on Rumble. Right now, my main ones are very cool, dude. Very, very cool. I've thought about trying the gaming, but I don't know. I don't play enough. I'm still super rusty. I just started playing again with Savannah, but we haven't played here in a couple of weeks. I've been too damn busy. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, right now my main sources are Instagram's paying me okay, and YouTube. Facebook's hit or miss. I'm a paid content creator, but they don't pay like Instagram does, which is weird. I get money from Instagram like every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. You already know how YouTube works. But that's good, dude. Hell, I'm not even sure if I know how to do the game. Well, I don't play computer games. I do PS4, which I know that's getting phased out, but I still enjoy the games. Thought it was pretty weird. Last week we talked about Baby Metal. I got 3 emails asking me to do a Baby Metal reaction, which I did, and it was a good song. I liked it. But I was a little apprehensive about doing it because I had zero intention on reacting to them anymore. I deleted my logos that I had drawn and everything. It's weird. If I hold my eyes comfortable, I look really stoned. And if I look at them where I know they're open, I look psycho, like I'm going to hurt somebody. Whoa. I had 2 internet glitches while I was waiting to go live. I was like, this is going to suck. Can you hear me okay, Spec? My color looks pretty good. Got like a 6-second delay. Oh, no, it's not even that. Let me see. Go. 1001, 1002, 1003. Got about a 3-second delay. Man, that's really good. Because there for a while, I was having almost a full minute delay. You had an ad, you missed a little bit. All right. You know, I like those ads, mostly because I don't have to watch them, but that 0.0003% of a cent, I got to have that. That stuff adds up. Really? And you're doing that well? That's good, man. Interesting. Oh, boy, this is going to be rough. We're going to get some good conversations going. Not that I'm not enjoying our conversation. I'm just saying we got 2 hours of this. Oh, wow. 5-year-old computer? Wow. That's cool, dude. I mean, that you're getting the views and stuff. The computer I use now is my son's old gaming computer that I bought from him. Way faster than the computer I was using. I've just never been good at PC games. Then again, I haven't really put a whole lot of effort into it. I tried it and I'm like, I don't like this. But hell, if there's an audience for older games. Man, that wind's blowing hard. You hear that shit? It's gonna make me sneeze. And I don't sneeze on camera, so I will definitely step off camera. Holy cow. Whoa. You know, way back when I first started my Sixx Daze channel, I would shoot videos on my drive home. I would have my phone mounted on a thing in my car, and I'd talk on the way home. Was that when I started Sixx Daze, or was that doing YouTube Live or Facebook Live? Huh. Yeah, I saw your post about the Jedi Outcast. I don't guess I saw about those other two games, but I saw about the Jedi Outcast. The other thing is, I don't know if I would have time to live stream games. I mean, it's tough enough doing this, especially this time of year when I've got other shit to do. I got a tree to cut down in our yard. I got a couple of trees to cut down out in the country on the farm. Oh, wow. But you actually play the games live, right? People are watching you live stream it. That's how everybody I see is doing it. I think I've only played one Star Wars game. Or maybe I played one way back in the day. Oh, man, you should see my game rage. Maybe people would like to see that. Because boy, do I rage on games. Hey, Don, I have not forgot, dude. You don't have to keep beating me over the head with that. All that's going to do is aggravate me. I have it in my notes. As soon as you told me, but you do not have to beat me over the head with it. I saw a couple of comments. I responded to you, told you I added it to my list. So I will react to it, but it's probably going to be next week. Because I don't know that I'm going to have time tomorrow to shoot. I've been shooting on Fridays, but I didn't get to shoot last Friday because we didn't have internet. Not our fault. So I had to shoot Friday's videos Tuesday. This week's pretty busy, so I may not get to shoot this Friday. I'm going to try. But yeah, you don't have to beat me over the head with it, dude. I got it in my notes. It's on my list to do. I'm hoping the guy that suggested the classical piece shows up, because I'm not sure that I did the piece he wanted me to do. And that's good that she put the video out, because I'd rather react to the video. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I want to see the video and see what she did. Okay, dude. Well, see, that part, yeah, that part I needed to know, that she did the video. But I thought I saw that you'd commented twice yesterday about it. That's why I said that. That was my reaction. Oh, wow. I ran 3 people off. They must not like me saying that. Oh, but yeah, Dawn, I appreciate that information, but I have it on my list and I will react to it. I mean, you know, I like her, so I'm definitely reacting to it. It's just this time of year is really busy. It's not like during the winter when I can't do shit outside. That's cool. I appreciate that, dude. Oh. I gotta wait for Alex to show up. Hey, Keith, what's up, buddy? I wait for Alex to show up because his song that he pestered me about a little bit got blocked, so he can't see it until Saturday. SME hates me and I hate them. And I know they do that just to be a pain in the ass. I've had a busy day. I didn't get to take a nap. I usually try to take a nap on live stream days. Here's something for you that are here early. I'm actually working on I was born in Florida, but I don't live there. I live way up in Texas where the hurricanes can't hit us. Sometimes we get today I did 4.5 hours. I got all my jobs knocked out except for name tags, which I'll do in the morning. But all the jobs, I knocked them out today. But Don, I was born in Florida. I got a lot of family in Florida, but I don't live in Florida. I tried to my early 20s. Yeah, it's a nice place for me to visit. I like where I live. And yeah, I sure as hell wouldn't want to be cleaning up hurricane messes every year. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm working on a country version of Aerosmith's Eat the Rich. It's actually not that hard to turn into a country song. Slight change of the rhythm, a very slight change, but it works. When I get it good enough and the whole song transitioned, I'll shoot a video and post it and see if I can piss people off like I did with my country version of Ice Ice Baby. I can't believe some people got mad about that. Maybe they got mad because it was Ice Ice Baby, not that I did a country version of it. I got a zit on my leg. Or it could be an ant bite because I did mow. And I do tend to get bit by a lot of stuff when I mow. Man, everybody keeps dropping off. Hope that's not my internet dropping people off. I got to check my delay. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. About an 8-second delay right now. Oh, you haven't seen it? No, I have not seen. I have not seen any rattlesnakes. I have friends that have killed some pretty big ones in their yards, but I have not seen any at all. Nowhere. Yes, Spec. I just did the first verse. It's on my YouTube. I think I posted on my Facebook as well, but it's a long time ago, so it actually takes some looking to find. But yeah, it made some people mad. I don't remember if it's on my Sixx Daze channel. It may be. Oh, I can look. Hang on a second. I won't be able to. Oh, I can. Oh, here. Let me do this so I can see comments. There. All right. So I got comments right there. All right. Let me look through real quick. YouTube Studio. Search across my channel. Okay. Spec. It is here on this channel. If you search Country Ice Ice Baby in my content, you'll find it. Country Ice Ice Baby. I put it up October 31st, 2018. Holy shit, that's almost 10 years ago. Wow. So yeah, it is on this channel. Search Country Ice Ice Baby. So yeah, I'm working on the Country Eat the Rich. But yeah, Keith, where I live, we have rattlesnakes and copperheads and coral snakes and water moccasins and cottonmouths, but we rarely see them. We see more king snakes and garter snakes than those. Oh, that was an ingrown hair on my leg. How about that? Anyways, matter of fact, out on the farm, I've seen a few water snakes and king snakes. I stood beside a rattlesnake. I didn't know it was there. I always wear my headphones out in the country, but my headphones had died. So when I was feeding the cows, there was some tall grass next to me. I think I just talked about this the other week. I heard one rattling. I didn't move, so I wasn't a threat. So he crawled off, but he just rattled to let me know he was in the grass. But I haven't actually seen any. Keith, I'm surprised too, because he did do like a screamo metal version of it. I didn't even think about that. But then again, I catch quite a bit of hate as it is. Well, not as much as I used to, but I still randomly get hate. And I think it's weird because most of them, I guess, because people know I put them out there on Front Street, most people will send me messages now instead of once in a blue moon, you'll get a true hater that will hate me in the comments. But for the most part, I get messages now. I guess putting my email address out there kind of opens the door for that. But yeah, Keith, he was desperate with that for a while. Oh, that's exactly how I feel about it. I don't get upset about hate at all. No one has hated on me to where I went, oh my God, maybe I'm wrong. That stuff makes me laugh. I learned from Cyndi Lauper. She didn't personally tell me, I saw it in an interview, but I took that advice a long time ago. She said one of her early performances, they booed her. They hated her. And it made her cry. No, I am not going to do those high notes because it's unnecessary in country music. So with the country version, I do not have to do those. I do it when I sing the rock version, but I'm not doing the rock version. So, and it's rough on my voice. Country's really easy on my voice. So back to spec. But she said she was crying, and she said something to Lou when he asked her what was wrong. She said, they were booing me. They hate me. He said, as long as you're getting a reaction, you're doing good. So when I do stand up, regardless if I get a boo or a cheer, I'm getting a reaction. I've never been booed. I've had people tell me I can't say certain jokes, which I can't say here because I'll lose my monetization. But people get upset about certain jokes. The worst thing you can do to a comedian live is not make any sound at all, because that's how we all take it. If you're getting a reaction, you're doing your job. But if you're not getting any reaction, they're not making faces, they're just sitting there blankly staring at you, you're failing hard. But yeah, Keith, I can hit most of his notes. Oddly enough, I sing better female parts than I do the male parts these days. I have a range that's kind of messed up that I ruined. When I was young, I didn't think about taking care of my voice. I thought I'd have it forever. So a lot of those powders I used to smell, those and just screaming and drinking and smoking and carrying on, I kind of messed up my voice. But I've gotten a lot of it back. I actually work on it now. I take better care of my voice. I actually do work. Just for me, I don't plan on singing in a band. But when I sing at home, I want to sound decent. And by decent, I tune my guitar to my voice so that it sounds good. That way, instead of singing to a correctly tuned guitar, and when I say correctly, standard tuning, I usually have to keep my guitars tuned down about half a step. And Keith, I am always prepared for snakes. I had an amazing voice at one time. But I was stupid like Vince Neil and thought, I don't have to do that. I just sing. I don't have to do exercises or take care of it. But I can sing better than Vince Neil. So I was saying it'd be cool if like some celebrity I was talking shit about was in my stream and went, oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. I've never tried that. I know that a 410 shotgun to the head works on them really well. I hope I'm allowed to say that. I've won 2 battles this week, one with Instagram and one with TikTok. I'm not trying to fight YouTube. But I really don't know, dude. You know what works better than pepper spray on humans while you're out and about? Wasp spray. Has a greater distance, more direct shot, and it works the same. Well, actually, I think it'll make them go blind, but for the record, YouTube, I'm not telling anyone to do that. I was just making an observation of what works better. And it's a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, my delay's up a little from the 3 seconds it was earlier. I'm at about 7 seconds right now on delay. What, wasp spray? I think enough of it is lethal. I mean, if you shoot them in the mouth, but I think that's intentional. But it works. Actually, with snakes, if you don't mess with them, they usually go away. I mean, you don't want them in your house, but they do scare you when you come across them. But yeah, snakes are just a part of living in Texas. There's almost nowhere you can go where there aren't any snakes, regardless if they're venomous or not. We have snakes everywhere. You know, that's one thing. The hell? I know we have a chance of rain. It sounds like it's raining. Hey, Mickey, what's up, buddy? Are you talking about the two-legged snakes in D.C. or the slithering kind in Washington State? It is raining. I'm glad I mowed this morning. Woohoo! Yes, D.C., yes. There are a lot of two-legged snakes there. That is a fact. I'm surprised my mom didn't say anything about the rain. It's raining. You would call the turtle. Oh, yeah. Ain't he in Florida? He had that show for a while, right? I mean, he had to have a show, otherwise I wouldn't know who he was. Even though I'm from Florida, I was born in Florida. I've lived almost all of my life here, except for maybe 5. We moved here when I was 4, I think. 3 or 4. Well, I know it's raining, Mom. I can hear it. When I can hear it pounding on the roof, I know it's raining pretty hard. Oh, he may be. I don't know for sure where he's at. I just remember the show, but I thought he was in Florida. I mean, I know we could Google it, but why? That makes this conversation much better. So that way somebody comes in who actually knows and they hear the three of us not knowing. They're like, what dumbasses? And then they'll tell us. All right, I'll look. I have to know because I'm nosy. Let's see. Where is the turtle man from? He is from Lebanon, Kentucky. So, who was the winner, boys and girls? It was Mickey Mayfield. Ding, 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 ding. You win, Mickey. But all you win is my applaud because you were right. Hey, Alex, before you ask, I shot your reaction, but SME blocked it. So you can see it Saturday. Actually, they may release it tomorrow, late tomorrow, but plan on Saturday. I have it scheduled to release on its own at 11 o'clock Saturday morning, 11 o'clock my time. But they blocked it. Not my fault. SME don't like me and I don't like them. Hey, that's cool. But I ain't what you think I forgot you. I did not forget you. I shot the video. I shot the video. Anyways, I got a friend lives in Kentucky. Not too far from Jack Daniels. I think that's where he's at. Absolutely. You didn't know the answer, just like, oh, well. That doesn't mean he didn't get blocked, Alex. A lot of times, SME blocks a lot of my videos. They'll hold it for 48 hours and then release it. So you'll still see it. Yes, I have it on my list, Mickey. I know it's released tomorrow. I have that noted on my list, so it'll probably be next week. If I shoot tomorrow, I will do the Courtney Hadwin song, your Liliac song, and there's one other one that I will do. If I get a chance to do it tomorrow. If not, it will be next week. But Alex, you'll still get to see my video. It's rare that they don't release the holds on me. They just don't like me. I think they purposely do that just to aggravate me. They'll hold it for 48 hours and then release it. So it's not strange. It just happens. And I'm a small YouTuber. Ain't as big as I want to be, as I could be. But I'm happy where I'm at. Happy for what I got. Oh, if we get kicked off, that's because the weather. It's raining and I don't know. So I will try again. If I get shut down, I'll try again. You don't see the other chats? That's weird. Because they're on that monitor and they're on my screen. My screen shows shit that y'all don't see. Huh, that is different. But hey, thanks, insurance company. Oh, yeah, Keith, are you on top chat or live chat? I'm always on top chat. But I guess because it's my stuff, I get to see everything regardless. Oh, really? Well, here, let me see. Live chat. Welcome to live chat, Bob. Remember, guard your privacy, boys and girls, because you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and see. Huh. It didn't change anything for me. I still see all the same shit that I was saying. My delay is about 10 seconds right now. Yeah, Pennywise. You know what? Yeah, remember, folks, always switch to live chat. I don't even remember that, so appreciate that, Spec. One of my favorite episodes of Friends is when Joey had moved out and Chandler had that new roommate that watched him sleep. That whole episode's great. Another episode I love, another one of my favorite episodes was with Ben Stiller, where he was a real jerk, but nobody saw it. Well, one person saw it. I think Chandler saw it, and nobody believed him. That's one of my other favorite episodes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. Sometimes I don't know what y'all are talking about. I appreciate that, Spec. I really do. I wasn't being sarcastic or a douchebag or anything like that, because I didn't know. However, now that we're talking about it, I think I remember somebody saying something one time before when Gary was having issues. Welcome to live chat. Learn more. I have both chats up. Yeah, I have both. Oh, that automatically switched to live chats. Why am I frozen there? Oh, man. Okay, I was just looking, reading. Whew. I was looking at my monitor. I thought I was froze. Oh, yeah. There's so many episodes of Friends that I love. I did not like the finale, but I liked most of them prior to that. The one where Ross wore the leather pants on the date. uh, and now, because I watch a lot of stuff on TikTok about Friends bloopers and stuff, behind the scenes stuff, finding out a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes, they should have left that in the show. Yes, the Seinfeld finale sucked too. That was a horrible finale. With the run that show had, for them to end it like that was just garbage. I was upset. I was a big Seinfeld fan. So much that when me and my wife first started dating, it came on 3 different channels in a row. So I'd watch it here, then I'd switch here, and when that one ended, I'd switch here. But I watched it so much she hates that show now. I can occasionally still watch it, but not very often. But I did like Seinfeld a lot, but I ran it into the ground myself. There was a show that I watched for a while. I think they were on for like 3 seasons. I was friends with one of the comedians on the show. Actually, I was friends with 2. Facebook friends with 2 of the comedians on the show. But they shot the show live, so all the mistakes were left in. And I like that. I like live TV like that. Like, you know, I grew up watching Carol Burnett, those kind of shows. So if they broke character, or old SNL, I mean, I think they still break on SNL, but it doesn't seem like it used to when I was a kid. 70s, early 80s, maybe even through the mid 80s. I do remember Fridays. I absolutely do. Yep. Ah. Yep. Gary, oh wow. How about it, buddy? How you doing today? Gary, I haven't gotten an email from you, buddy. Now I gotta look. I haven't received any email from you unless you sent it today. Well, even then I haven't seen it. Dude, that Roy Clark performance is legendary. Roy Clark, um, Jerry Reed, and Glenn Campbell, 3 of the best guitarists ever to pick up a guitar. Ever, bar none. Gary, I don't have any emails from you, buddy. Yeah, I don't have any emails from you, Gary. So are you just trying to make me feel bad, or are you just messing with me? I don't have any emails, buddy. Will that come in clear? See? No unread emails. And that's live because you see me right there. How the hell did I do that? I don't want receipts. Dude, You know I wouldn't leave you hanging like that, Gary. The last email I got from you was on the 6th of April. That's the last email I got from you, buddy. And because of our conversation, I'm not going to show that on here. But that's the last email I have from you, Gary. That's where I'm at. That's my Yahoo Mail. Oh, let me make sure. See? Come on, camera. See? Yahoo Mail. No unread messages. It's like thunder and lightning. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I would never do that to you, Gary. Never, ever. None of you regulars, Mickey, Keith, Gary, Brandy, Spec, Alex, I never ignore emails from y'all. Plus, I have OCD. I have to respond to emails. I like Gunsmoke better than Bonanza. I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I didn't really watch Bonanza until I became an adult. I had to watch it like at babysitters' houses and stuff. I was not a big fan of Bonanza until I got older. But I've always liked Gunsmoke. That's weird, Gary. And if you send it now, I'll check it now live. Live from New York. Well, actually, it's not New York, but it is live. Oh. That still messes me up that it's opposite like that. My tattoo looks good. Yes, I do. I think I told you all the story here. Well, you may not have been in the stream. Way back when Twitter was still Twitter, a writer for SNL followed me for a long time. And one morning I posted a stupid little joke like from second grade. All right, Gary. Everybody got the fact it was just a stupid little joke from second grade. That's part of the joke, that it was just, and he sent me a message to tell me how outdated my jokes were, or that joke was. I was like, I know, that was the joke. So we got into an argument, arguing people on the internet. So I asked him, what was I supposed to do? Yeah, it was funny in the 70s too. But yeah, 70s and 80s, SNL was at its peak. There's still some occasionally funny stuff on there. I like when Colin and what's his name do the news. I like that. They make each other read the shit that they wrote for each other. Yeah, people arguing on the internet. So I asked him, I said, what am I supposed to do? Send you my material for you to approve? And he said it might help or something like that. I was like, SNL hasn't been funny in years, and he unfollowed me. Got his feelings hurt. Okay. Okay, now, look, Gary. I just now got it right there, buddy. Can you see it? I'm fixing to open it up. Oh, thank you. I love this shirt. Yeah, I settled that. I solved that mystery. Oh, of course I can, dude. Oh, and you have to put shit. Hang on a second. Oddly enough, I always have to look. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Well, Gary, that was from my mom, sir. uh, damn it. What the hell? Oh, there it is. What the? Wait, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Phew. I'm doing this right now while Gary's watching. My mom told me to tell all of you hello. She's crying because of your comment, Gary. But through her tears, she has asked me to tell all of you hello. And sending. Sending and sent. You should be getting an email from me right now, Gary. All right. So I replied to Gary. You saw me do it live here on TV. I even put my glasses on to make sure I didn't write the wrong address. All right. So that's my address, my shirt size. All right. We're rolling now. And it's not that nobody else can have my address. Gary specifically asked for it, so I replied to the email. That is not the first time in 2 years, dude. I write you more than that. Matter of fact, you, Brandy, and Alex are the three that I get the most emails from. My mom said, "Aw," but she spelled it wrong. It started with an F. That's, I don't know. I may be misreading what she said. She didn't say that, but she can't tell me not. She can't tell y'all any different. Man, I'm glad I mowed earlier. because that yard would have been out of control by next week. Because this is supposed to be our last rain for a while. How long have I been doing lives? Maybe 4 years. Let me look. My first live is really funny because I didn't know I was live. I was doing it different then than I do now. And I didn't know I was live. So I was actually laying back in a chair singing a song. Oh, wow. I did not realize that. Is that the last one? No. Oh, no. Huh. That can't be right. I know it can't be right. I wonder if I deleted those or if they deleted them. Huh. There we go. I knew that couldn't be right. It wasn't advancing. Oh, I can't monetize those anyways because they're saying stuff you're not allowed to say on them. Once upon a time. Oh, hang on. I can't see her. I think I'm looking. I'm almost there. All right. Oh, wow. I did my first live. Oh, it's been longer than that. My first live was August 20th, 2019. Oh, wow. So I'm coming up on 6 years. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Getting inundated with ads. Huh. Oh, no. Maybe they're happy with me. Where's the Fritos? I don't know. Yep. Well, actually, it's almost 6 years without stopping for a sandwich. Yeah. Hey, man, how you doing? All of us, so far, all of us are doing great. Huh. I don't know how that's going to work, but okay. Mickey, it does that. I'll get people making comments on videos that are 2 or 3 years old that they were just told about. And I'm like, okay. Or I'll get a notification saying, you can't monetize this video from 5 years ago. Okay. But yeah, wow, time flies. I did not think it had been that long. Yeah, my first videos, I was shooting in my kitchen, sitting at the kitchen table. Or my first live streams were done at my kitchen table. The first one was 38 minutes and 10 seconds. The second one was 50 minutes and 27 seconds. And there was a 3-hour one, then a 30-minute one, a 2.5 hour, 2.5 hour, 2.5 hour. Man, those were garbage. Wow. And they're all eligible for monetization. But due to the language, I will not try that, Sam I am. Oh, yeah. I don't know why they do that. I mean, I really don't care. A view's a view. That's like when people come, like I said, it doesn't happen very often anymore, but when people come just to say they hate an artist or something like that, well, they don't understand. It counts as a view. And if you leave a negative comment, it counts as a comment. The AI doesn't, or the algorithm doesn't distinguish between a positive comment and a negative one. Even though it will separate out really bad ones and I have to approve them or not approve them, which is kind of weird. But a comment's a comment. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. So as long as people are saying something, I don't really care. You hat Bieber? You have a Bieber hat? Well, as far as I go, it's because I was releasing 2 a day. Yes, I knew what you meant, Gary, but I thought it looked funny that you hat Bieber, like you wear him as a hat. But Mickey, with me, for a while, I was releasing 2 a day. I would shoot 14 videos a week in one day, edit them all, upload them all, schedule them all, so it released 2 a day. And then I found out YouTube didn't want me doing that, even though YouTube had told me to do that. So that's when I reduced it to what I do now. And it works better. They recommend me more. My money's doing better. So I don't know, dude. Well, that's weird. I see Mickey's comment here, but I don't see it on my monitor up there. I mean, Gary's last comment was stupid E. Huh. But yeah, when COVID and everybody was trapped, they were a lot more popular. TikTok has picked up with people doing reactions. First time hearing songs that have been around forever, which I don't ever believe those. Almost nobody can say they've never heard Dust in the Wind. It was in a car commercial not that long ago. Oh, man. And they know I don't like him. Yeah, they edited out Gary's comment. Yeah, see, yeah. The travel videos I'm okay with, but the politics, I'm not doing that garbage. I've done movie reactions. I react to pretty much anything people want me to, but I'm not getting into politics. I bet a LeBron James commercial is painful. I can't stand him. I want to do some ghost hunting stuff because, I'm not scared of them. So, but I don't think they do well because I'm not going to freak out. I'd just be walking around like, oh, if something spectacular happened, I might be a little impressed, but I'm not going to be scared and screaming. So I don't think that'd make a very good video. It's kind of like my reaction videos because I'm not doing all that. Oh my God, why you want to do me like that, boy? And all that kind of stuff. Because I'd be a lot more popular if I did. I put something at the end of one of my. How about Bigfoot? I don't know. I'm not saying he don't exist, but all those Bigfoot videos I've seen, those guys look like morons out there. Did you hear that? Yeah, that was Bubba. He zipped himself up in his zipper when he was taking a whiz over by the truck. There's some pretty dope ghost videos out there. There's one with a German group. They were out in the middle of BFE walking in total darkness, and they walked right by someone who was just standing in the woods. So that was pretty cool. Mike, what's up, buddy? Why would you be sorry to say that? Dude, I love you too. And no reason to apologize for being that way. I spent my fair share of time that way. Oh, you would watch that, Gary? Because Savannah wants to do it with me. Because as active as our house is, she don't really freak out too much about them. We have stuff. Right now we're in an upswing of activity in our house. And Mike, whatever condition you're in, as long as you show up, it's always good to see you, buddy. Always. And my trip to Germany fun is adding up. Woohoo! Woo! I'm always happy to see my friends. Oh, I ran 2 people off. They're like, "Oh, he's not my friend. I'm leaving." I remember Harry and the Hendersons. I liked it back in the day. I might have watched it a little too much. I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm guessing you meant to say you love Harry and the Hendersons, not you live Harry and the Hendersons. Because I typed that. I get those two messed up quite often since the I is by the O. But yeah, Mike, every now and then you got to do it. I haven't been that way since UFC 69. Yeah, you're not too drunk. You're typing well. Brother, I am trying. Savannah wants to come with me so bad because the way I talk about Germany, she has to come. So, but yes, dude, all my friends from back then. Oh, I get it. You live, okay, I got it. So your roommate looks like Bigfoot. You have no idea how that's happening? How you're typing well? It's just one of those things, man. You're doing really well. And the good thing about typing is we can't hear you going, "Hey, man. Hang on a second." Oh my God. So it works out well because if you were talking like that, that could be a little hard to take. But you're typing fine. You can't slur while you're typing. Yeah, exactly. Gary, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what people want to see, but I think if you're there to see that and you see some shit, don't run. Now, there's times where I've seen them in sketchy situations like abandoned hospitals and there's homeless people in there that'll gut you. I get that. Don't get hurt. But as far as seeing supernatural stuff, that's why you're there. Why freak out? Be like, look at this. That's dope. The battery died in my lightning bolt. Y'all can't see it. It's right there. I mean, you could see it if I held the camera. Yes, that's exactly what I want. That footage that I've caught while I was shooting, I've told y'all where it's at. So many people dismiss that, but I promise you it was not light from outside. I literally saw it over my head, and there we have blackout curtains in there. No light gets in there, which is why I shot my videos in there. No light gets in here. I have blackout curtains plus soundproofing over the windows. I'm trying to block out all the cars, but that don't work. I need better soundproofing. I got soundproofing panels over the windows because of all the cars. We have a main road that runs by our house. It goes to the high school, so it gets really busy. In about an hour, it's going to be really busy, which is why I end my live streams at 4. Because that's when the high school gets out. But yeah, we've got some supernatural places around. You know, Mike, I think the worst condition I had been in Germany was at the Polizei Club, and Danny Dorman, Ronald Spalding, my German friend Gerald had to literally carry me home from the Polizei Club because I couldn't walk, from the Polizei Club to where we lived behind the high school. They carried me up 3 flights of stairs. My mom thought I got hit by a car because they were carrying me or got hurt somehow. No, I was just drunk. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't judge him by that. It is what it is. I enjoy the company that I get. I appreciate the people that come here. I agree with that, Mickey. 100%. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't, as far as my regulars here, oh, you do know that this Gary is not a Baron. He's from England. Almost none of the Barons come here. They visit with me through DMs, and it's not a lot of them. But yeah, yeah, that's not that Holloway. No, that Gary I was friends with for a long time, and I don't know what happened to him. He just dropped off. I was friends with Danny Dorman for a while on Facebook, and he just dropped off. But he was going through some issues. Hey, that sounds fun, Gary. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it's not him. I knew I knew what you were thinking as soon as you said that. I totally knew. Yeah. Um, Once in a blue moon, Tina Loveland will sometimes drop in. Sometimes. Uh, I've chat with her more through DMs and on TikTok. It's okay, buddy. See, Gary's a good dude, man. He won't know any of the stories, but he'll pretend like he's him. Yeah, I've heard that too, Mickey. Where did we live? Um, we lived in Georgia for a short time. I'm trying to remember the town. Yeah, almost everybody in my chat that comes here regularly or in my live stream, they're all super cool. That's why I'm so protective over this. I'm very selective who I invite from TikTok over here. It's only people that I interact with a lot that I know are cool. I've worked really hard. We have a really good community here, and I don't want anything messing that up. So I'm very cautious who I invite over here to make that transition. What was I saying? Because Bob was at Fort Benning. I don't remember. I'm surprised my mom hasn't chimed in and told me. Oh, figure my mom would have known. I can't remember the name of the town. Um, Terry comes around occasionally. Uh, I enjoy what we have here because in the beginning, my live streams, I pissed somebody off so bad. He went and started a channel called Bob Sixx Sucks. Somebody screenshot it. Well, I know what it was by, Mom, but I don't remember the name of the town. That's what I'm trying to remember. Um, Hell yeah, I like country, so do that. Okay, wait, I'm getting lost. All right, so Gary, me and Terry had a little falling out. You got a little bit of an attitude. It was Fort Benning is where he was at, Mom, but the town where we were living was not Fort Benning. It was not on post. That's what I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was Columbus, but I remember the neighborhood. Um, and let's say on motorcycle, it took about 20 minutes to get to where he was at in Fort Benning. Man, I did not think I'd forget the name of that town. That was a long time ago. I was 12 years old. Been a whole minute. But Gary, we kind of had a falling out, and every now and then he'll drop in for a few seconds and then leave. But it is what it is, dude. So that's about all I know about that. I love Willie Nelson. Oh, you were born Fort Benning? Huh. Oh, that message popped too quick. My mom said something. I didn't get to read what it said. That's what Mickey was saying, Mom. Thinks it might have been Columbus. Maybe that's what it was. I don't speak to him, so. Yes, Gary, that's exactly what happened. So, I mean, it is what it is, dude. I'm not tripping. Like I said, he's young. He was one of the three young people that were in here. But it is what it is. I have no animosity, no hard feelings. Just he does have a tendency to wind people up saying stuff. There was one time we had a falling out that he would still come here and watch. He wouldn't say anything just to see if we were talking about him. I was born in Ocala, Florida. And I think, no, I don't think I know. My doctor's name was Dr. LaRue. You can ask me anything you want. There's almost no question I won't answer. I tell people that all the time. You can ask me anything you want. Just be prepared. Just in case you don't like what I got to say. Huh. Who do I remember? I remember almost everyone. Almost everyone that I hung out with, and some that I didn't. I'm Facebook friends with most of the people that I remember. Some have passed. Mike Austin passed. Alan Spalding passed. Eddie Marzigliano passed. So a lot of them have died off, but I'm still interact with quite a few. I don't know, dude. I don't know. You know, they got lives, they got other stuff they want to do. I don't judge anybody by that. I don't judge any of y'all when you don't show up. I don't have any idea. I like to think everybody's got a life. That's why I appreciate everybody that comes here so much. I have to split the time because, you know, we got people from South Africa, England, Germany. So that's why I do it at the time I do. It's a little late for some, a little early for others, and it's just right for some. That's why I picked this time to do it. It took me a while to figure this out, that this was the best time for me to get people from around. But, dude, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I remember almost everybody. Mickey, I didn't want to leave. They had literally had to push me out of my mom. I should have been a C-section, but my head was too big. It wasn't much smaller than it is right now, and that's not a joke. Yeah, that's true, Mike, but I enjoy the people that are here. So that works out well. Yeah, see? That's why it took me a while to settle on this time. But once I found one that worked, you know, it's not great for anybody, but it's okay. That's why I chose this time. So it works out well. But you know, Mike, and I appreciate it. You know, the other side of it is if I got too many people in here, it's like when I hung out in school, I didn't keep a big circle of friends. I was friendly with almost everybody, but as far as my actual friends I hung out with, I kept a pretty narrow group of friends because I realized pretty quick the bigger the group, the more trouble you can get in. And it's not that I'm adverse to getting in trouble. I got my fair share of trouble. Everybody likes the wooden leg, especially when you do some carving on it, do a little bit of whittling or some wood burning. That's always nice. You know, I did get along with almost everybody. There were even Benny Williams, even though we had a fist fight, and that was something else. Even the people that I had fist fights with, we were still friends afterwards. It ain't like these days. Oh wow, that is kind of early. I like that because the way my mind works, I actually enjoy doing that. I love when multiple people are talking about multiple things. That's how my mind works inside all the time. Not just because that's how it works, but the other guy that's in there, he also talks to me. So it's it's pretty busy in there. I tell people all the time, you would not want to be in my head. But yeah, I have to I'm constantly multitasking in my head. Yep. I'm always multitasking. Um, but one of the best things about Bamberg is because of how small the school was, we could all interact well. Um, no, I know why the multiple personality. I know why I have the multiple personality. It's pretty similar to the why the person who gave it to me has one. That is exactly right, Gary. And I tell people that all the time. And all the older people like us, we all remember. We were young. That's part of growing up. You get in a fist fight, it's over with. You just had to release that somehow. So we would have those fist fights. Yeah. You just get in that fist fight and it's over. Girl Scout cookies didn't come till later. Well, from 17 to 19. No, 18 to 20. No. All right, 17 and a half to 19. January 27th, 1987 was when I quit, where I knew I was pretty much in the clear. So 87, I turned 20 that March. So yeah, 17 to 19, almost. Um, yeah, Girl Scout cookies, boy, once I did those, they're much weaker, like China white version that comes from Colombia. That I could take or leave. That I wasn't hooked on. It's the other stuff. Um, but yeah, all of us talk about that. Back in the day, you have a good old fist fight, it's over. Sometimes some wuss would go get their big brother. Yes, Gary's from England. Gary and his brother Brandy are both from England. They actually live in England. I think they're a little older than us, Mike. There's a guy that lives in Canada that reminds me of one of my drinking buddies from Germany. His name was Mike Camp. Me, Mike Camp, Kenny Dorman, and Steve. Steve came in late. Steve Duncan came in late. Um, he came in towards the end before we came back to the States. But this dude from Canada looks a lot like Mike Camp. I've actually messaged him twice to ask him, are you? And he says he's not. I've got a few friends that don't talk to me more, and they're one of them. Fair enough. Um, I mean, it's not my fault. It's not something I did. It's something a relative did. And then there's some that I don't talk to just because. What? Oh yeah, I love the British sense of humor. You're younger than me, Gary? I thought you had me by a couple of years. Mickey's older than me, not by much. I think Keith's a little younger. But Gary, I thought you had a couple of years on me, man. Me and Mike are pretty close to the same age. Huh. Now you made me feel bad, Gary. Yeah, we're close. I just turned 58 in March. I knew we were close. I knew you were close. I can't remember which way, but I knew you were close. Oh, wow. So they show commercials about that, but I get in trouble when I talk about it? Weird. Yeah. Puppy, all right. uh, I still interact with Irene Giacchino. It's not Giacchino anymore, but Coach G's daughter. We interact sometimes. Oh, see? So last Thursday, so I'm only what, almost a month older than you, Keith? Um, Mickey's 61, so I was right. You're a little older than me. Uh, trying to remember everybody's age. Uh, um, shit. I'm trying to think of the ones I interact with regularly. For a while, me and Don Woodward interacted a lot. I actually saw him when he came down. He had some stuff to do out over on Fort Hood. We hung out a little bit. I can see her face. I can't think of her name. Kim. All right, Gary, I'm going to fix that right now, jackass. April 10th. Oh. Oh. Well, I remember Dr. LaRue's name. Mom. Yeah, Ron Woody. Oh, me and Savannah are doing the Woody's Coming Challenge. That shit's pretty funny. Let's see. I'm going to add it into my calendar. April 10th. Gary's birthday. All right. So I now have it. In my calendar. And I'm going to add it by your address. Gary Holloway. All right, so I've added it into my notes as well. So now you're in my calendar. And you know something that's weird? There's several people that I've offered to send birthday cards to. The only person that takes me up on that is but I send birthday cards and Christmas cards to random people. for a while it was pretty popular, but now I don't get as many people doing it. Damn it. My buddy. I know you're thinking, well, if he's your buddy, why you gotta look up his name? Because I'm live, and it makes me forget shit. Oh, I can see his face. Huh? Why is he not here? Hey, that's from 3 weeks ago. That was Mike. What the hell? Mark Matthews. I can't believe I couldn't remember it. Oh, I can do that. Oh yeah, Mike, I can totally get that. I'll do that. I'll do a reaction on Gary's birthday. Yeah, I love seeing my true friends. Now there's acquaintances that I run into. I'm still kind and all that stuff, but when I see my genuine friends, like people from Bamberg, or I mean, I've got friends I've been friends with since kindergarten. I'm always genuinely happy to see them. If I run into any of y'all, I will genuinely be happy to see y'all. Let me see. Make a note. Do a reaction for his birthday. All right. It is written in stone. I will do a reaction for your birthday, Gary. But yeah, I used to send out random Christmas cards. I do Christmas cards and birthday cards for people that want them because I think that's cool. Because I mean, sometimes people sometimes that's all they get. I like doing random shit like that. So I guess I better see where my battery's at. Oh, that's probably going to last. I didn't think it was going to last the whole live stream. So I got my charger in here. Oh, I'm not going to get that. I'll do the reaction, but I'm not doing that for your birthday. I knew you were trying to trick me. Yeah, come to England, Bob. Me, you, and Brandy will go have some drinks, Bob. Then I'll wake up like, oh no. I'm not coming to England anymore. I'm scratching that off my list. That won't happen to me in Germany. I think I told you this, Mike. On Google Earth, I look at the place where we used to live in Troesdorf. It's off a post. When we first got housing, we lived off post. It's been turned back over to the Nationals, but I like seeing the town. Yeah. Yeah. See, Gary accidentally let the cat out of the bag. No, I know why they want me to come to England. We'll get him. Oh no. And I just had the thought of them like me coming into conscious, hearing them back there going, pip, pip, cheerio. It's my bloody turn. Get off of him. Now I probably just lost my monetization. YouTube's going, what? How dare you talk about that hypothetical joke, Bob? That didn't really happen, Bob. Well, actually, they call me Sixx Daze. Well, it depends on which channel they're schooling me on. You know, no matter how funny it sounds, I don't think that would make it any better. I don't think I could go, right. It's exactly like I imagined. Oh, so you've thought about this. No, that's not what I meant. I think the sad thing, if I come back to, when and make it back to Germany and go to Bamberg, all the places that I loved probably won't still be there. I think some of the guest houses will still be there. I would imagine. I can't see a guest house going out of business. But like the Top Pop Shop, the music store I used to always go to, I know that's probably no longer there. The store we ironically called the German store, where we went and got candy, that's probably not there. My favorite guest house should still be there. Oh, yeah. That could be a song. The Hustle from Hell. However, I will say, even though I know they have vegetarian, when I go to Germany, I will actually have to get me a bratwurst from a bratwurst stand. Because I can still, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's sad. There's not much. However, vinyl is making a comeback. There's a lot of artists that are recording on vinyl again. And I like that because I like vinyl. I like schnitzel too. So I have to at least eat one. Because I can still, to this day, I love going up to a bratwurst stand, getting it right there, fresh broaching, put a little symph on it. Huh. Nice. I almost said something I'm not supposed to say, but I was going to say no shit. No, I'm not bi-curious. It's just that's a memory thing. Uh, I'm not even tempted to eat meat, but if I'm going all the way to Germany, I definitely have to have it for real. No, it won't hurt me. I mean, not like I'll die. Now watch me get one, take a bite over, and just it's the damnedest thing. But yeah, I don't know if it's Hungarian, but man, I used to love goulash. Um, but the bratwurst stands, that's like burned into my mind. I mean, I can still literally visualize being there, getting it, eating it. Just, and what I've had here in the States doesn't compare. I've had some good German food, but it doesn't compare. And we had friends, German, that had a German restaurant right down the street. Their food was amazing, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the different stuff. We have a German bakery in the next town over. Their stuff's good, but it's still not exactly the same. So I don't know if it's they don't get the same ingredients or when I say the same ingredients, I know you get the same ingredients, but yeah. But nothing from even the best German places here that I've been, pastries aren't the same, bread's not the same. Borscht, They're not too bad here. Oh, Mike, I promise you will be the first person to know. I promise you will be the first to know. I can't eat haggis. Maybe. I don't know. I'm doing pretty good. I don't touch that money except for emergencies. I've only had one emergency where I had to clean it out. Oh, I don't know if I could eat that. Um, I I'm not a big beet fan, no matter how it's made. I've choked down a few beets in my time, but I don't know that. Mm, it's weird as a vegetarian. Uh, I haven't had rutabaga pie in a long time. Hmm. But yeah, the quality of food, even though it's good, I'm not shitting on any of the German places I've eaten. It's just not the same. There's something that tastes a little off. Oh, good, Gary. I thought you were trying to push that shit like, it's yummy. Yeah, I believe haggis is Swedish. I think. Well, IKEA. Oh, like you have to put it together like you do all your stuff from IKEA? Oh, I almost missed your comment, Mom. Um, my favorite schnitzel stand was outside the little. Oh yes, that was my favorite one too. And there was one over near the swim bod that was a good one too. That was one of the first people that he my when I before I stopped speaking German with a southern draw, he loved and he would have me repeat stuff just because he thought it was funny. But the guy over by the swim bod, but the little place right outside the commissary was dope. Yeah, yeah, that was my favorite one right outside there. But the one over by the swim bod was really good too. It wasn't like right by the swim bod, but I walked by it on my way there. And I love how the little towns would just pop up and have a little festival. Those were always good. I mean, that builds such a good community when you just all of a sudden pop up and have a. Oh, there you go, Mike. um, I gotta look. Were you the one that wanted to hear the classical stuff? I know it's in my pictures. Yes, it was you. Oh no, you no way. Chitlins, yuck. Hey, dude. I don't know if I reacted to the right classical piece for you. Uh, Keith, I've tried that. I tried to make cauliflower hamburger buns. Uh, and I failed miserably at it. So I don't know what I did wrong, but it's weird. I like cauliflower, but I did not like that shit. I threw it away. Um, but dude, I did that. I did that classical reaction. You mash it all up and you fry it. Or at least maybe that's why I failed. um, no, I did not. Yeah. Yes, that's the song you requested. I couldn't. You said it was 3 minutes. The only one I found was 3 minutes was somebody else playing the piece. When I searched the title that you gave me specifically, it pulled up what I reacted to, along with two other really long versions of the actual guy playing it. But you said 3 minutes, so I picked that piece. I think it's just a snippet of it. He did mean pizza crust, Gary. That's what he said. Oh, I love that too. Absolutely. I eat cauliflower most days, green beans, eggplant, carrot, bell pepper, a whole avocado, guacamole, tomatoes, spinach, and a plant-based hamburger or chicken patty. But yeah, I was hoping you would come in today so I could tell you. I went off your specifics, and the only one that was close to 3 minutes was the one I reacted to. So I don't know if you even watched it. Oh. Oh, wait. Was she my home ec teacher? Because I took home ec. This is going to sound kind of disrespectful. Did she have really big boobs and wear bras that were too small for her? Because if that's her, I had her for home ec. That's who I watched. That's who I watched play it. That's who I reacted to, was him. You call eggplant aubergine? I recently found out that avocados. Okay, that's the one I reacted to. Woohoo! And I really enjoyed it. Make sure you watch all the way to the end. Said something I'm probably not supposed to say, but I thought it was funny. Okay, yeah, so that would be my home ec. Yes. Yeah, I really liked her. She was a good teacher. Yeah, that reaction's up. I posted it yesterday. I think 4 people had watched it last time I looked. But I found out recently from some people from Jamaica that avocados are called Jamaican pears in Jamaica, which I thought sounded cool. So I refer to them as Jamaican pears quite often. But if you're talking to people who don't know that, wouldn't be real smart to say it. Yeah, I had Miss Trumper for math all 3 years I was there, except the last half before we left. And then I had Miss Berry for computer math. I was one of the few people that passed the test and got into computer math on the Atari 400 computer. Coach G for history. I had Mr. Pawanda for history one year. Oh, I can't believe I can't think of his name right now because I'm friends with both of his Facebook friends with both of his kids. He recently passed away. Well, that is true, Gary, but I'm not a boob man, so not even then. It didn't impress me then. I just always thought it was odd. Oh, I can't think of his name. I can see his face. Awesome. Thanks, dude. I really enjoyed the song. Okay. You got a few minutes. We got 10 minutes left. Mr. Ballon was my PE teacher, or Coach Ballon. We had some fun. He cracked me up. Got some stories I can't tell on here. Some interactions that we had that were quite funny. The last year I was in band, she's the reason I quit band. I had Miss Bai. Her husband was my counselor. Mr. Trying to think of the shop teacher. No, hell no. I made her mad with a remark. It was a way I responded to my parents. I made the remark to her in class. I responded to her in that way. She took me out in the hall and was pissed. It was, I think it was, because I don't know that I would have taken home ec. So I think it was a required class at the time, because we all had to have a credit. It was because you had to have a home ec credit. You had to have a wood shop or automotive credit. Yeah. Me and Coach Ballon always got along, except for one time at football practice, because I was a defensive tackle. I didn't have a blocking dummy, and he told me to just pretend like I had one. And I did that $6 million man thing. I went, ooh. He goes, oh, you think that's funny? And made me run laps. And he told me to do that the entire time. I only did it when I ran by him. But for some reason, that pissed him off, and he made me run laps. Other than that, we always got along. Miss Meisetz was my German teacher, who actually thought I was German because of how good my German was. At the end of class one day, I was the last person speaking, so you had to say goodbye to the class. So I said Avita Schnitzel instead of Avita Sane. And she goes, what would your mother think? I said, my mother wouldn't know what I was saying. She doesn't speak German. And she was stunned. Yeah, once I learned to... I played while I was there. I'm not a big fan of it, but while I was in Germany, I played and loved it. It's kind of, for me, it was kind of different. I mean, it was just natural. Oh, I always loved schnitzel. I don't know that I could eat it now. I think I'd be okay with bratwurst. Maybe a knotwurst. I don't know. That might be too greasy for me. I know I can do okay with bratwurst. But yeah, I loved playing. I mean, it's fun playing with the German kids. And my main motivation for learning to speak German is when we had off-post housing, the only American that spoke perfect German moved. The only German kid that spoke perfect English, his dad was the head of the commissary system, and he was just your typical rich asshole. I didn't like playing with him. Ironically, Mickey, his name was Mickey. Hated that guy. That sounds like a plan, Mike. I look forward to that. Absolutely, dude. Mickey, I actually failed German when we came back to the States. I took it because I thought it would be an easy A, but it was such a lame class. Mr. Savoy was the German teacher. We were the only two that spoke German. He was excited that I signed up for his class until we started having arguments and not getting along. He'd spend the entire class after he took roll. He'd pick someone and say, stay auf, stand up, geh auf die Tür, go to the door, mach die Tür auf, open the door, geh auf the corridor, go in the hallway, grinsen, smile. I'm like, what kind of shit's this? That's not what we need to know. And I don't want a huge burger. Yes, Gary, I was not thinking about how big that is in England, or matter of fact, the rest of the world. Yes, I knew he meant proper football, and that's why I responded accordingly. Oh, never mind. I said football practice. I was talking about vegetarian. I'm not quite as strict as a vegan, so it's vegetarian. I'm not super strict, but I haven't eaten anything meat in over a year. But like I said, coming to Germany, you kind of have to. I'm sorry. Who was that made a comment? Was it Mickey? I'm sorry. Keith. When you said football in Germany, yes. I went to a military high school, the Army, American high school. So yes, we played American football in school. We oddly enough, we did not have. I'm going to say it so it'll be different. We didn't have soccer in our high school. We didn't have a soccer team. To play baseball, we did it with the DYA, the Dependent Youth Activities Group. So I played baseball 3 years I was there. I love baseball. The best vegetarian dish I've eaten? My wife's vegetarian lasagna is the best, bar none. Her vegetarian lasagna is the best, what she makes for me. My breakfast bowls, we call them breakfast bowls. It's eggs, mushrooms, spinach. I think there's some cheese in it. Something else. But I eat those every day. It's right up there with I never get tired. She always changes a little bit because she's afraid I'm going to get tired of it. So she changes it up a little bit. It's so consistently amazing. She told me to tell you thank you. I told her that Brandy loved it and you loved it. She told me to tell you thank you. The whole eggs. It's the whole egg. I'm not that guy. My wife does all of our grilling, and she will grill squash, zucchini, eggplant, and that stuff hits way different than frying it in a pan. But yeah, she grills a lot. Yeah, I have to put her lasagna. I think they're tied, what I call my breakfast bowls. I think they're tied because I can eat them and I never get tired of them. She's amazing. When I first went vegetarian, well, not first time, this time, I went vegetarian, she just started making vegetarian stuff, and it's amazing. She goes out of her way, or I feel it's out of her way. It's phenomenal. Damn, we're almost out of time. Man, you guys have made this amazing. This has been one of my favorites in a long time. Yeah, but grilling them, man, when she grills that stuff, man, she puts it on the grill and it's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, I usually when I make my stuff, I do it in my air fryer, my countertop air fryer, and I'll chunk it in there. I've got everything down to a science the way I do it. But shit, we're almost out of time. Charcoal. We did gas for a little while, but charcoal just works better for us. So we use charcoal. But yeah, we had a gas grill for a while. Yes, even vegetarians grill in Texas. If you ain't grilling in Texas, there's something wrong with you. You don't want your neighbors knowing that you don't grill. Even if you don't use it, you need to have a grill out in the backyard. Maybe put some wood in it every now and then so it looks like you're grilling, so the neighbors can see some smoke come out. They don't think you're weird. It's weird. We're ending this right now and people are starting to come in. Hey, I really appreciate this. Y'all make this the most amazing thing. And that's why I'm so protective over it. I don't just invite anybody in. I have it open here, but we could kick anybody out that comes in and messes up our harmony. But I appreciate all of you so much. I truly mean that. Bought your wife a big ass grass grill. It's been used. Yeah. We got to where we just it cooks different and the food tastes different. So you'd like to try come to Texas. And just so you know, Gary, in Texas, proper Texas barbecue is crazy expensive. There's a restaurant in Austin that only serves X number. They have a line that forms like 3 o'clock in the morning. They have to give the last person line because they only serve a certain amount of people. They give them a sign that says, I'm the last person, so that nobody else gets in line. They sell out every single day. They have a line like that every single day. We have amazing food here, not just barbecue, but Tex-Mex like no other in the world. It's phenomenal. Okay, now, you just watched it. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that, dude. I believe that's it, Mickey. I think so. But anyways, guys, I got to go. I appreciate you so much, each and every one of you. I hope you have a great week. Remember, next week, same Bob time, same Bob channel. I'll be back. I truly hope you all have a great week. Peace. Oh, got 3. Okay. Oh, I love that, Mike. Absolutely, man. Yes, always tell your friends and family that you love them each and every time you leave, because you just never know when that's going to be the last chance you get to tell them. All right, guys, got to go. Peace. Man, that was good.